Hi fellas, David here. Happy Homebrew Wednesday. Not the one for a while. Did a few bits of the competition. I've done a couple of beer reviews, but other than that, not done a Homebrew Wednesday. But today could be a long one, so bear with me. First off, we've got fantastic beer mail, all the way from New Zealand. This is Rookie Brew, Zane Maxwell. Cheers for that, Zane. I have opened it. We'll go in a minute. What's actually in it. It was a 100 subs competition. It's so good of man to send it halfway around the world. I really do appreciate that, and in a minute I'll go through what we've got. So let's open a beer as well. Okay, well, but I've got a fantastic beer mail from Christian Brewbears, and he sent me this. It's a Fru Kolsh lager, 4.8%. One he brought back for myself and Aunt Roger's son, so we'll look at this one up and have a look. You won't see me open cans very often, I tend to go on the bottles and then they can reuse them, so let's have a look. It is ice cold, it's been one of the hottest days in the UK for a good while, so let's have a look. Fantastic white straw colour. Try and get a bit of a head, not too fussed with these. Head normally goes on the lagers, but lovely and clear as you might expect from a commercial beer. Clear, carbonation good. Oh, hops straight away there. Now I thought these hops would have been SARS or something like that, but I'll taste that in a minute. What I have got is cracking book. 300 beers to try before you die. He's actually got a section on the Kolsh, so I'll just read through this. Okay, 4.8%, so it is the same beer as the one Christian sent me. PJ Fru is the best known tavern in which to relish the city's classic beer style. Service is rapid and carried out by waiters known as Cobes or Cobes. They wear high button blue uniforms over leather jackets and carry circular trays with central handles that hold a dozen or more glasses of beer. Cobes is diminutive of Jacob, and it assumes that all the waiters have the same name. It's a habit that reminds me of my East End upbringing in London, where if you didn't know one's name you simply called him John. As in, John's got a new motor. Okay, right. The main area of the tavern is known as affectionately as, forgive my German, Christian, Schwemme, which means swimming bath. This is a standing area where tall glasses of beer are both dispensed by Cobes and sunk at a rapid pace by the customers. You can escape the Schwemme in many of the other rooms of the tavern where beer is served at a more leisurely pace, along with snacks or full meals based on a varieties of pork. And on the Germans like the sausage, that kind of thing. Okay. The tavern of Amhof near the twin towered cathedral used to brew on the premises, but a new brewery was built just outside the city centre. The company dates from 1904, where Peter Joseph Fru, or Fruhe, opened the brew house, and it passed on to successive members of the family. The beer is brewed only with pale malt, which a lot of us use as home brewers, pale malt, and halatoya and Tetanunga hops. And now I'm quite surprised that I've thought it was going to be more of the SARS, like the German, but not to be. It is a dangerously drinkable beer with a lifting aroma of biscuity malt, perfumey hops and gentle citrusy fruit. Juicy malts dominate the palate, but with a good balance of the hop resins, while the finish is dry, full of soft malts and light fruit and hops. The beer is so popular as a tradition in the tavern of a male drinker telling his female comparison. I'm going to pronounce, give it a go, right, okay. Liebling, das ist mein Lebensbier, which means roughly, darling, this is my darling beer. But it may lose something in translation and could prompt divorce proceedings on the grounds that you love your beer more than me. Well, think at some time I've all been accused of that, so let's dive into this. Head's gone straight away, obviously. Carbonation is still there. Not much of the citrus, and can't get that on the nose. For the malts coming through and the sweetness. Not massively hoppy, but recently I've had a lot of hoppy beers, so I think my nose has been affected by it. So cheers, and cheers to you, Christian. Thanks for a fantastic beer meal. It's much appreciated. Let's dive in. Well, citrus might not be on the nose, it's on the taste. So much more tasty than the normal lager. I would say it's in between a commercial lager, what we get over here, and a pale ale. It's just, that's lovely. The malts are there. Lovely aftertaste. 4.8% is very sessionable, that, and you can imagine yourself sinking a few on a hot day or even a cold night in front of a log burning fire, something like that. That is a cracking beer, that, mate. So glad you brought that one back. I really enjoy that. Cheers. I'm going to save that one tonight. Up early in the morning. A bit of glass lace in there. So carbonation hanging around. Okay, so let's have a little look. What I also like to do, stretch over, when I try a beer that's actually like, I like to look for recipes if anyone has done a recipe for it, and just so I've found one in the Bible. It's on page 197. You just see there, my right hand, it's Kolsh. Very, very similar to that recipe of what we gather there. It's a Pilsner malt, but I think this one's a pale malt in the actual recipe. Carapils malts, Spalt Select, and Titanium. Again, that's coming through, and it's a Kolsh yeast. Now this, for a lager, Pils and something like that, quite unusual, because the recipe in this book, fermentation is 18 degrees, which is easily achievable in my garage most of the year round, to be honest. Conditioning 3 weeks at 12 degrees, so that is something I could do. I'm not saying the height of summer, we could do that in even late spring, early autumn, something like that. That really is something I might actually do that, and actually the ABV on that is 4.6%, well, the one we've got there is 4.8%, so it is very similar, and it's something I could see myself brewing up, so cheers. Right, what else? Right, a while back I did a mead, honey mead. See that? I've wrapped it once after 3 or 4 weeks, fantastically clear, obviously my blue mug through there. Not a lot of sediments. In the actual book it says best after 3 months, or can be kept for a year, so I'm not so sure about that. I might be dead in here. Pardon me. Carbonation attack. So right, what else? Shout out time. Mark, I know. Cheers, Mark. You watch some of your videos and you watch some of mine, so I do appreciate that. Obviously, Rookie Brews, Zane Maxwell, and another one last few weeks is it's Jim the Old Farts Brewery. A new bit of home brewing, but very entertaining, and you can just tell he's one of these guys who picks up things pretty quickly. And he's actually got a live cast. I think it's 9 PM on Friday of this week, GMT, so I might try to catch into that, so that's about that. Right, what else? It's a bit of me pardon if I keep bending down, because I'm not in a very good position. I bought this book a while back. This is a homebrew book. Should have been £20, got it for £5.99 from TK Maxx. And in the recipe, it's a on a mead, it's a metheglin. Never done anything like this before, so with, I'll read through and I'll just show you what this entails. Okay, this is a basic spiced mead or metheglin. The tea is used to add some astringency and body to the mead. You can adjust this to use any spices like cinnamon, star anise, our favourites, but you can go for cumin or coriander seeds. So I've used cumin and coriander seeds in a couple of bakeries, so I don't think I'll bother. The ginger should be smashed to a pulp as much as possible and the skin left on. This is because the fiery part of the ginger is just below the skin and the peeling can remove this. So actually give it a bit of a boil up just to remove any impurities. Bash the hell out of it. 4.5 litres of water. It's not actually 4.5 litres because if you've got a 1.2 kilograms of honey. I just use a basic as the cheap smart price honey. 6 cloves, a cup of strong tea. I actually use 2 tea bags tonight just to give it more colour, and the ginger as well. So you're not going to get 4.5 litres of water, so actually boil 3 litres of water. That's the result there, dark as you like. You just see the ginger coming through on the top there. Only just been done about half an hour ago, so nothing's started yet, but pretty sure by morning we'll have some activity in that. I did write down, forgive me if I keep bending down, I actually wrote down what I actually did. So if anybody's interested, what I'll do, that's a sample we did. You probably can't pick up on the camera. 1.076, so it's not going to be massively strong. So that's that honey's coming through straight away there, but just a small hint of the ginger at the moment. It's not as dark as the one in the demijohn. Obviously not as much volume, but would have thought it were in a little bit nearer to the mark, so I'll have a ooh, that's actually nicer than the original mead I did, if I can remember rightly. The honey's there, but the ginger's coming through. The ginger's not massive, it's only a 2-inch piece of ginger, and just hence the cloves, not massive, but that could be a good drink. That. So I'll just tell you what I did. Put Christian's beer back up, cheers mate. Okay, metheglin. The OG was 1.076, so we're probably looking at, I would say like a strongish beer, something like that, wheat wine. So okay, what I actually use is a 3 times 425 grams as the smart price honey, nothing special, just the basic honey. 6 cloves, 2-inch piece of ginger pulverised with the skin on, 1 mug of tea with 2 tea bags for tannins, a teaspoon of yeast nutrients, and didn't have any, had no wine yeast, so I actually used a level cap of them, Pat Max brewing caps. These yeast, I use that's a champagne yeast, so I know it's good for high ABV. Okay, what did I do? This is my take on it. Right, I brought 3 litres of water to the boil and added ginger. Boil for 5 minutes, turned it out. Once cold to 70 degrees, once cold 70 degrees, added the honey, mixed thoroughly. But before I did that, I actually took the ginger pieces out, put them on a chopping board, just give them a good beating. And I can actually smell the ginger in the water. Okay. Once mixed, add to demijohn, top up with the tannins, and what I actually used, I used bottled water, which had been quite cool, so it brought the temperature down pretty well. I took the OG added the ginger afterwards, the cloves and the yeast nutrient. So right, without further ado, what did we get from New Zealand? Right, just lots of say, Zane, brilliant packing there, mate, no trouble whatsoever. And quite surprised how quick it did come, so what we've got. Nice sandwich box there, cheers for that as well, mate. Right, we've got 100 grams hot pellets, Nelson Sauvine, 12.1% alpha acids. We've also got Southern Cross, never use these ones, 13.8% alpha acids, 100 grams again, hot pellets. So I'm going to put them to good use, mate, and we'll do a video and we'll show what we made out of these. Also a little bottle there, so look in this bottle. So it was really well packed. I've taken a lot of the bubble wrap out, something like that. I had more trouble sending things around the corner. Okay, what have we got here? It's a Kiwi Pale Ale. I think it's the 1st of August if I'm right. I will have to say myself, but that's kept really well. That carbonation's still there. We'll put that in the bottle. I was going to do a taste test on that as well, mate. Fantastic. Right, and there was a little surprise in here. Now I think Zane is he's trying to sell me something because he sent a book here, and I'm not sure whether to take this which way. It's a book on beer tasting. Includes a handy tear out flavour wheel. Read to Colne with the Upland Brewing Company. Okay. A complete guide to understanding and enjoying beer. One thing that did tickle me, top right hand side there. The Complete Idiot's Guide to Tasting Beer. I'm not sure that obviously, but I'm going to give that one a good read. I do love reading about beers, as you know. Beers, breweries, this, that, waters. It's a really good book that I'm going to have a great time with that, a bedtime reading that, mate. War and Peace, I finished that one now, so start on that one. So once again, Zane, so appreciative, for you to send something over the world. One, I know how much things cost, hops, etc., something like that, but send it halfway down the world. I'm so